Hey, Kelly. Can you do the laundry for me today?
What? But Nancy, I thought it was your turn today to do the laundry.
Yeah, I know it is my turn, but since I've already left the house for today and I suppose you're going to be home all day anyway, can you just go ahead and do the laundry for me?
All right, I'll do the laundry for you. But you do know that lately I've been doing these chores for you frequently, even though it's your turn, right? So can you please try cooperating, doing some of the household chores by yourself? And as I am working at home and also have to nurse and take care of your mother as well, it's getting pretty difficult for me to handle things around here, so I really appreciate if you can at least help me out a little more with doing these chores.
Well, it's not like I'm doing nothing, you know. I am trying to do those chores whenever I can, when I have time, so just forgive me. Because I'm always so busy with work and plans, compared to you, Kelly, who is a housewife that just has so much time.
Well, it's not like I have so much time as you think, you know.
Oh, yeah, right. But it's like you've been at home all day, ever since you started living with us. You don't even go out to hang out with your friends either. And you don't go out to the hair or beauty salon or even go shopping at all. I assume you basically have nothing to do but stay at home. So I know that you don't have any plans. So don't try to pretend like you're so busy.
Even if I don't have those kinds of plans, I do have so many things to do on my end too, you know.
But even if you do, you definitely have more time than me. And I suppose you can do any of the chores more quicker than me. So, that's right. Can you just do all my chores for me as well? And do you remember what my father was actually saying about this? He said, "Why do we have to split roles of doing the household chores within the family, even if we are the ones working?" My brother was also scolded by him, saying that he shouldn't have married a woman who is completely useless, who can't handle the chores all by herself.
Oh, really? Is that so?
You know what they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So, if you're joining our family, I think you need to accept that and provide more support to us. As my mother needs nursing now, I need you, Kelly, to be fully responsible to take place of her and do all the things she was doing for our family. If you don't want to be hated by our family, then could you just go ahead and do everyone's chores without complaining about that? That's what we all wish for, and will make things easier for all of our family.
Well, I guess that's something that I can't just decide on my own.
Are you saying that you need to discuss this with my brother? Hey, Kelly, I guess you are the type that gets hated by girls, aren't you? I just hate women who go on and tell on people.
All right, I will try to do your chores for you as much as possible, okay?
Well then, why didn't you say so without complaining and just accept all of this in the first place? I don't want to hear your complaints or excuses about this any further. Next time, I want you to go ahead and do the chores before I even tell you to. And if you want to get along with us, I guess you should put more effort into being considerate about our family as well. Oh, Kelly, I just forgot to tell you this morning, but the shampoo I'm using right now is about to run out. So I need you to go out and buy that shampoo for me today.
Nancy, I'm sorry. Since I have to go take your mother to the hospital for rehabilitation now, I think it might be difficult for me to buy that for you today.
Huh? I'm just asking you to buy shampoo. What's the problem with that? I'm sure that you can go buy it, right? Because I don't understand why just buying shampoo is such a big deal.
But I know that your shampoo is not a brand that you can find at ordinary pharmacies or supermarkets, right?
Yeah. It's a special shampoo only sold at the hair salon. So I need you to go there and buy it.
But I'm afraid that's too far away from where I'm heading. It's in the opposite direction of your mother's hospital, and I really don't have any time to stop by to buy it today. But if you can wait a few more days, I guess I can go buy that for you maybe on Sunday?
What? Of course I can't wait. That's absolutely too late. Saturday is like 3 days later from now. Are you saying that I have to continue to use our family shampoo instead until Saturday?
You're welcome to use my shampoo too.
But Kelly, isn't your shampoo that cheap brand? I was using that shampoo quite a while ago, like when I was in junior high. So honestly, I can't go back to using such a cheap shampoo like that now at this age. Don't you even understand that as well?
Oh, really? Is that so? But I need you to understand that I just don't have time to go buy it for you today.
Hey, Kelly, I just want to ask you, why did you even accept moving in with us in the first place? Weren't you willing to help out to do all the things for our family?
Well, that's because your mother wasn't able to walk due to her injury, and I knew that she needed help with nursing, so that's why I agreed to live with your family. Because I was asked to support your family as much as possible.
So you did agree to live with us to do things and help out our family, right? And you do know that my brother, my father, and I are all busy working every day. We don't have any time to do household chores or things around the house. So we need you to take care of all the chores because you're the one who has the most time.
I believe I said this to you before, but I am also working at home, you know. And while I'm working, I am just so busy nursing your mother and doing all the chores every day, so things are getting tough for me as well.
Well, that's not my problem at all, so don't say anything to me. Why don't you say that directly to my brother if you have any complaints about this situation? My mother would never keep anything out of stock, and she handled everything perfectly. But you can't even handle a simple task like this. Kelly, you're really so useless. Next time, could you manage the stock of daily necessities and avoid running out of them before I notice it?
Yeah, all right.
Now that you've agreed to this, that means you're going to buy that shampoo for me today, okay? And regarding your cooking, I need you to make more healthy meals for my dinner every day.
What? Does that mean I just have to make a different menu just for you separately?
Yeah, that's right. I need you to start going on a diet because I want to attend my friend's wedding next month. So you need to make my menu healthy enough so I can lose 3 kilograms of weight.
I don't think you can lose that much weight by just eating healthy meals.
No, you're wrong about that. Because I can actually lose 3 kilograms of weight easily just by changing what I eat. So don't forget to calculate the calories when you make my meals.
If I need to make your meals separately, it's going to be pretty difficult for me. As I've said, I already have a lot of things to do on my end, you know.
But it's not like you're always making such complicated meals for us every day, so I assume you have enough time to make 2 more dishes for me. I don't think that's a difficult thing to ask since you have so much time staying at home. So just prepare those healthy meals for me, okay? And if they're not good enough, I'm going to have to make you cook them for me again. So you need to manage that perfectly as well. Hey, Kelly, this is urgent. I need you to go buy my party dress immediately.
What? Your party dress? Did anything happen to it?
I'm about to attend my friend's wedding after party today, but the zipper of my party dress just broke. This happened because of you, and this is all your fault. Now I don't have anything to wear to the party. So just go buy a party dress for me immediately.
What? I don't understand. How come it's my fault?
It's because the meals I asked you to make weren't healthy enough for me to lose weight. You do remember that I said I needed to lose weight by the wedding, but you know what? I actually gained weight. So this is absolutely your fault.
Well, I did actually calculate the calories when preparing your meals as you requested, so there should be nothing to blame about the meals I made. But you were the one who was saying that the volume wasn't enough, and you're the one who kept on eating the amount of meals like usual without reducing the total volume, right? So I don't think this is just my fault, and you do have the responsibility to control your own body after all.
Well, it's because you didn't make low-calorie meals that made me full enough. Even if I ate your meals, I was always hungry because of that. I asked you to handle these healthy meals perfectly, and you were responsible for that. So why do I have to be the one blamed for this? When my mother made me diet menus, she made the meals so perfectly that I had no problems losing weight. So it's obvious that your meals are the reason why I gained weight this time.
I'm so sorry.
You really are so useless. I really can't understand why my brother chose to marry you after all. You can't even do the household chores properly and are just continuing to cause trouble to us. But come to think of it, maybe my brother has already lost affection towards you. Because I noticed that you two don't talk to each other frequently, do you? You better be careful because my brother might just leave you soon. Because you're so ugly and there's nothing special about you. I don't blame him if he does dump you someday. You're just so helpless, you know?
Well, I guess that may be true. But that's a problem between us, so I believe that has nothing to do with you.
Hey, wait. Kelly, are you angry? Wait, am I actually right about this? Oh, did you just take this seriously? I'm sorry, it was just a joke.
Stop fooling around with me, Naomi. Whatever you say, I'm sorry, but I just can't go buy your party dress now.
Huh? Why not?
Because you know that you've never paid me back for the things that I have bought for you before. I can't just let this happen every time I go buy you something.
Well then, why don't you just receive that money from my brother? I'm sure he will pay for it.
And why do you think my husband would pay for his sister's dress? It's not like we both have so much money to pay for your things. I think you're just relying on me too much and you need to be more responsible and independent. You actually owe me over $1,000 for all the things I've been paying for up until now. So if you don't pay me back that money right now, then I can't go buy your party dress.
Well, you don't have to bring that up now.
But I've been saying this to you so many times already, and I can't let you do this any longer.
Well, you don't have to do such a horrible thing to me now just because of that. You do know that I'm in trouble right now, don't you? I think you're just pathetic to take advantage of one's weakness at a time like this.
I have to go this far because I knew that you would never pay me back if I didn't do this.
Kelly, don't you understand your position here? No one in our family is supporting you or is on your side. And you've even lost both of your parents. Your life will definitely come to an end if you even lose my brother too. So do you think disobeying to me is going to be acceptable?
Oh, I can't believe this. So you're saying that your family has been treating me like a housekeeper because I have no family and nowhere to go? You're the one who's actually taking advantage of one's weakness, you know.
No, we're not treating you like a housekeeper. We're demanding you to be one. You said that you were working from home, but I suppose you're not earning so much money. So I guess you're just a housewife with no special talent. You're just a person living every day working for us to help our lives become easier. Unfortunately, that's all you're worth for and nothing else. So if you don't want to be kicked out of our house, then you'd better listen and do what I say.
So now I get it. That's what you're asking from me. All you needed was a housekeeper that does everything for you and follows your demands.
Of course that's all. Anyway, I don't need your opinions or complaints any further. So just do what I say as I told you to do. Because you are our personal housekeeper. So just keep working hard for us. You should just listen to what I say and don't you ever try to give me any stupid threats again, okay? Hey, Kelly? What are you doing right now? When is dinner going to be ready? I'm already at home now. If you're going out, can't you just prepare dinner for us before that? Mom and Dad are also saying that they're hungry too. We are all waiting for dinner, so can you please just hurry up and make dinner for us?
I'm sorry, but I am not cooking dinner for you or your family anymore.
What are you saying? If you're not making dinner, who else is going to do that for us? You're our housekeeper, Kelly, so you don't have any right to refuse our orders. And you have no choice but to continue to work hard for our family. Or do you just want to be kicked out of this house? But honestly, I don't think you have the courage to move out of here and start a life to live on your own, do you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, when I got fired from being your personal housekeeper... No, actually, I'm not fired, but I guess I quit by myself.
Huh?
Because I finally decided to go through a divorce with my husband. And I'm not going back to your home either. So you can just forget about me and your useless housekeeper from now on.
What? Are you serious? You're going through a divorce? So that means that my brother really did finally dump you? I knew this was coming, so I guess it was just a matter of time. But I don't blame him for losing affection towards you. Oh, that's such a misery. And with no place to go, what are you going to do from now on?
I don't think my future has anything to do with you anymore, right? So why do I have to tell you about that? Just don't bother about me any further.
I was just trying to be concerned about you. But what kind of attitude is that? Is that the only way you can say things like that to me? Well, that's probably why my brother just dumped you. You're really such a helpless person, you know?
No, actually, you've got it all wrong. For your information, I was the one who dumped him.
You dumped my brother? No way, that can't be possible. Why does my brother have to be dumped by a person like you?
Because he betrayed me by having an affair.
Oh, really? Well, that's actually not a big surprise to me either. I guess he didn't even care about you anyway. But come to think of it, if he did have an affair, I guess you were actually the one who got dumped after all. Women pretending to be strong being dumped by an affair is just so pitiful.
But my husband was the one saying he didn't want to divorce me.
Huh? Why not? Oh, I got it. I guess he didn't want to pay the consolation fee for the divorce, right? If that's the reason, I suppose that makes sense.
Well, if you don't believe me, why don't you ask your brother about them directly? I assume you should soon understand by just thinking this through. I guess things are going to be tough for you from now on, but good luck with everything.
Why is it going to be tough for me? Because actually, things around here will be much better without you. And I feel relieved that I no longer have to see my really annoying sister-in-law. I can finally say goodbye to such a useless housekeeper. And from now on, I hope we have a professional housekeeper that comes to our house.
Well, I wish you the best of luck for that and hope you find a perfect housekeeper for your family. And just a reminder that I'm going to have to demand you pay back all the money you borrowed from me later. So you better be prepared to pay for that.
Okay. I will pay back that money for such a miserable divorced woman, because I suppose it's the least I can do for you in this poor situation. But more importantly, since you have left our house now, then don't ever think about coming back here, okay? Just remember, there's no place for such a useless person like you to come back to. Hi, Kelly? Where are you now? My brother is just so worried because he can't reach you at all.
What? Of course he can't reach me directly. I'm currently making contacts with your brother through a lawyer right now, so I absolutely don't want to talk to him at all.
No, my brother doesn't want to talk to you through a lawyer. He's saying that he wants to talk to you directly about the situation. So I need you to reply to him as soon as possible.
Excuse me? Do you understand this situation by now? Why do I have to rely on your brother?
You're saying why? Of course, because you're still a married couple, right? And my brother is actually regretting about all of this. He also regrets about having that affair. So can you please forgive him and just come back home once?
So I'm asking again, why do I have to do that? My husband had an affair and I was cheated on by him. My husband had an affair and I was cheated on by him, and my family-in-law treated me like a housekeeper. I was forced to work so hard for everyone and did practically everything, like nursing your mother and doing all the household chores for the family. Knowing that I didn't have any place to go as both of my parents had passed away, that was a really horrible way to treat me. Did you really think you could do anything to a person who was having a lonely life and wouldn't escape from this situation?
No, I didn't mean anything like that.
But Naomi, you were the one who actually said that to me. Since I don't have any family, you said that if my husband dumped me, that would be the end of my life with nothing left.
Actually, that wasn't my true feelings. I said that because you said that you wouldn't bring me a new dress if I didn't pay back the money I borrowed. I guess I got a little heated up about that and said too much to you in that situation. So don't take that comment too seriously, okay?
I don't think those kinds of feelings would come out at times like that if you didn't feel like that at all. So I know you've always been thinking about me like that.
Kelly, If you will come back home, I promise to do the chores and I will be more supportive to you from now on. So please, do come back to live with us again. My father and mother are both saying that they want you to come back home and stay with us.
Hey, Naomi, I want you to know this, so just listen. I remember that your mother used to bully me a lot before she got injured and couldn't walk, right?
I'm not so sure about that.
And your father was such an old-school person with an idea of male chauvinism, always scolding me. All your father did was complain to me ever since I started living with your family. And my husband has always been irresponsible about money, and I was paying for most of our living expenses. And you, Naomi, have been just looking down on me ever since I decided to get married to your brother, right? So even after going through that horrible situation, why do you think I actually decided to live with your family who treated me that way?
I don't know. Why did you decide to live with us?
Because this was all about revenge. Revenge towards your family. That was all I was thinking about while living together at your house.
What?
So I guess now you really are in trouble without me doing so many things for your family, right? Because there's no one who will nurse your mother or do all the household chores for you. In that situation, I suppose now you understand what I was going through. I haven't been replying to your brother, but I assume the situation is currently becoming chaos at your house. I know that it's just full of garbage as I read from your brother's text. And I know your family members are forcing each other to nurse your mother and do the household chores, right? You're also quarreling with your family about that every day, aren't you?
Why did you have to do this to us in such an indirect way? And why did you wait until now? You could have just refused and said that you wouldn't live with us in the first place. And I assume that would have been a revenge good enough towards us. So why did you go all the way to do this to us?
Well, of course, at first I did think of that too. But I finally decided to proceed with this revenge because I did know that my husband was having an affair before moving in with your family. I guess I just didn't want to consider living alone and pay for any rent until I actually had concrete evidence about his affair. And this revenge wasn't just about the things I've said to you now. There are so many other things that I've already done enough to get refreshed and get rid of all this stress living together with your family. Because as I was forced to nurse your mother and do all the chores, I was actually doing whatever I wanted during that.
Huh? What? Did you put something in our meals when you were cooking?
Well, I don't know about that. I actually don't remember anything.
What did you do? You've got to tell us. We have a right to know. And you're definitely not getting away with this.
But I don't think those things really matter right now.
Kelly, I'm just so sorry for all of this. I apologize for everything, so please forgive us. And I suppose my family was relying too much on you.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it's about time you realized that.
I know you already know about our current situation, but our family and our house is just a mess right now. Nursing my mother is so tough, and since everyone doesn't do their chores, the rooms are just so messy, and the laundry is just piled up. I did try to do something about this by myself, but as there's just so many things to do, I just don't know where to start with.
Well, if you're that desperate, why don't you ask a professional housekeeper to come to your house and help you with all of that? Because I assume that's what you actually wished if I was gone, right?
Well, actually, my father now started saying that I can at least do the chores for the family. And he also said that he didn't want a stranger coming into our house.
Oh, really? Well, I guess that has nothing to do with me anymore.
Hey, Kelly, please help us. I promise I will help you out with nursing my mother and the household chores. And my brother said that he broke off the relationship with his partner. So please, can you just give us one more chance? We all want you to come back and live with us together.
What are you saying? I know that you were the one who just thought of me as a stranger, treating me like a housekeeper. So don't even try thinking of me as a family member after doing all of this.
But things also must have been tough for you as well since you left our house, right? Because I assume you wouldn't be able to start living alone by yourself so suddenly.
As I mentioned before, I was earning enough money to pay for living expenses instead of my husband. So actually, I can live a better life alone without him, and I'm pretty satisfied with my current situation.
Well, if that's the case, I won't stop you from divorcing my brother, but I still have one favor to ask you. Until my family is able to live a decent life, can you please come back home and help us out? And of course, we are willing to pay for any support you give us, like the issues about nursing my mother. I just don't know how to handle all of this on my own, so I need your support and advice.
Well, it's absolutely all your fault. You don't know how to handle these things at all because you just forced me to do everything and didn't try to help out. So why don't you try solving those family issues by yourselves? You have 4 adults in your family that can handle this after all. And even if your mother is injured, she is still completely cautious of things, so I do think that you guys can manage handling everything by yourselves.
Well, actually, my mother is starting to act strange these days. Recently, she gets angry so suddenly and says things we can't really understand.
Does that mean she's going through something like dementia? Even if she does have those symptoms, that has nothing to do with me, though. Anyway, I am just a stranger and have nothing to do with your family, so just forget about me because I can't support your family any further. And you were the one who told me not to come back. Naomi, do you remember that you were the one who always said that I didn't have a place in your family, right? So I guess everything turned out just the way you wished. After that, it seems my mother-in-law was diagnosed with dementia, and my sister-in-law finally had to quit her job and was forced to be a housekeeper and care staff for her family. However, I heard that the situation of the family issues did not become better for her, as well as the men of the family still did not cooperate to help her out at all. As my sister-in-law just couldn't take that situation any longer, eventually she ended up moving out of their house 6 months later, leaving my husband and their parents. And as my husband was resisting to our divorce until the very end, we had to go through a mediated divorce. Even after our divorce was finalized, he still tried contacting me several times, saying, "Please help my family because we're about to go crazy with nursing my mother." With his sister leaving him, he was still trying to rely on me, asking for support and handling his family issues. But as I completely blocked his contacts, now I actually don't know what happened to his family and how he's managing everything after all. Though I don't care about my husband or his family situation anymore, I do hope he finally realizes and regrets what he's done to me and also his sister. As for me, after the divorce, it's been a while since I've been living single. I am fully enjoying my relaxed life. Though I do still have many painful memories about this incident, I don't have any regrets to this divorce since I'm enjoying living a free life doing everything I've wanted to. And from now on, I would like to enjoy spending enough time and money to enjoy and fulfill my own life to come in the future. Thank you for watching Peep Talk videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to leave any comments. Please visit us again to check out the next video.